So concatenate basically means joining of two or more data together in one cell. So I have a bunch of first names and last names here of celebrities that you might know. Now I want their full names to come and sit in column C. How do I do that? There's a function called concatenate. So let me go ahead and type equals concatenate. And once this comes here as a highlight, you just press tab to select the function, and it asks for text 1 if you see here, which happens to be Mark. So I select that, and then I have to put a comma for the next text, which happens to be Wahlberg here. So I select that, and I close bracket and enter. So I've got the full name, but there's a problem here. There's no space between Mark and Wahlberg. To get the space, I'll come to this formula so that only the first text is selected. I say comma again. And remember, any type of data or information that you enter manually here would be considered as text, and that has to go between double quotations. So I open double quotes. I want a space, so I press the space bar once, and I close double quotes and say comma for the next text to be selected, which happens to be Wahlberg. So I select Wahlberg, close the bracket, and enter. Now I have Mark and Wahlberg with a space in between, exactly the same way we wanted it to be. I come here to the bottom right corner and double left click to auto-populate the full name for rest of the celebrities here. Now, what if I want the first name and last name to be separated by a full stop or a period? It's the same process. So I go ahead saying equals concatenate and then press tab to select this function. My text 1 would be Mark. My text 2 would be a full stop, which is something which I'm entering manually. So I say open double quotes, a full stop, close double quotes, comma for the next text to be entered. And that happens to be Wahlberg. So I'll select that and I'll say close bracket and enter. So now I have first name and last name separated by a full stop the way I wanted it. I come here to this bottom right corner and double click for rest of the names to auto populate. And I'm done with my first name dot last name. And finally, I want the email IDs, right? And I want the email IDs to be in this format, first name dot last name at celebs.com. I already have first name dot last name, so that becomes my text 1 now. So I go ahead, type equals concatenate tab. Text 1 happens to be Mark.Wahlberg because we already have it in that format. And then I say comma, and then my second text would be at celebs.com, which is something I'm entering manually, so has to go between double quotations. So I open double quotes, type manually at celebs.com, close double quotations, close the bracket, and say enter. Now I have mark.wahlberg at celebs.com. I simply come here to the bottom right corner and double click to auto populate it for the rest of celebrities. Now I could have done this with at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, at hotmail.com, anything. That's the power of concatenate function. And thank you very much.